We have a profit agreement, a percentage-based contract with each other, and every time we asked for accounting, there was a problem. You never wanted to give nobody accounting. You don't want to show us the real numbers from the deals and all of this other shit. And it's like, all right, fam, what are we doing? Because again, we have this contract, and if you're not going to honor this contract, like you said in front of other people, then it's like, this shit ain't going to work. It's not going to work. And if you don't, like I said, if respect ain't there, I'm not there.
Yeah. Like the video, man. Start with liking the video. It's Big Baby JTV and this MF, man. Let's get it started, man. This won't be a long one, but this is gonna be a true one, man. RORY and MAL. New RORY and MAL. Yeah, they came up with their own video response on the Vimeo for $2, 2 bones. Now it's the internet, so obviously you can bootleg and get that stuff for free. But for me, I put in some money. I gave them some bread. As a sign of respect and appreciation for all the time that they've given me as a supporter of the JBP. And essentially, it came down to two things, bro. It came down to these dudes this is a contract dispute. This is a contract dispute, number one, and this is a friendship and communication issue. Specifically, a contract dispute and a communication issue. What does this mean? What's been happening for the past almost 2 years is that these guys are not friends. They ain't friends. They are not homies as they started out about 5 or 6 years ago. They're not the same people. They're not homies. For the past year and a half, it's clear from listening to the Joe Budden podcast today and also listening to the response by RORY and MAL is that they're not friends. They are business associates. Okay? Now, what's been the issue here is that they didn't clear and clarify their roles and responsibilities. Okay? Now, if Joe Budden was a good boss, he would have let them know from day one, these are y'all roles, this is your responsibility, this is y'all pay. But he didn't. But here's where RORY and MAL have a problem. They should have known their roles and maybe, not even maybe, stepped up to Joe and said, yo, Joe, what the hell is going on with the money? What is the money situation? What's up with the Cash App deal? What's up with the Spotify deal? What's the accounting like? Okay, if this is your quote-unquote friend, y'all should have the nuts, you know what I'm saying, the intestinal fortitude to let the homie know, yo, what? What's going on with the money? Look, if I have friends, and I do have friends, as y'all might be surprised to learn, but I do not shy away from tough conversation, bro. I don't shy away to talk to them bluntly and honestly, bro. This is why RORY and MAL are failing and are catching an L because, bruh, you're supposed to step to your manager, your boss, your quote-unquote friend, your leader, because you have to step to him early and from the jump. You can't start asking about accounting when y'all are deep in it. Okay? And this is where I gotta go at Joe at. Joe, if you're the leader, if you're the MFN boss, if you run a whole network, you're supposed to be transparent with them in terms of the money. Okay? In terms of the money. Okay? Even in your own podcast, y'all were talking about meetings. Okay? Have you held meetings with them? Okay? If y'all watch the RORY and MAL response, it was very clear. It was very clear that these guys never had meetings. It was very clear that these dudes only linked up on Tuesdays and Fridays to record the pod. That's it. Dudes were not talking. Dudes were not hitting each other up. They were not having weekly meetings. They was not looking at compensation. They was not looking at workers' comp. They was not looking at nothing. So basically, Joe Budden was running a loose ship. And if you are a boss, if you are the king, heavy is the crown, my G. If you cannot handle business amongst friends who is supposed to be cool with you, if you cannot show them decency and respect, if you cannot give clear, concise communication to your MF and friends, and your homies and your niggas from time, then what do you expect is going to happen next? Now, one thing I want to know, Ice and Ish, they are heading in a hostile, possibly dangerous situation, dealing with a manager / boss called Joe Budden. Joe Budden was always screaming about the major labels, about the corporations, and sadly, he has become those corporations. Rory and Mal are dumb at business. Yes, they are not good at handling it right, but they have to lean on the boss. They have to lean on the leader, because they're not leaders, okay? They are not bosses in that sense of the podcast entertainment world. Not everybody's made to be a boss. That's a fact. But what I learned from listening from the Mal and Rory Response podcast is that they're entertaining and they need to make their own lane, which I said from the very beginning. They got to stick to their own lane. This is a divorce, okay? People are going to pick sides, okay? But Rory and Mal should have been done this, because this was an entertaining pod for me, and I was willing to spend 2 bones on it on Vimeo, and I bet you a lot of other fans did the same. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Big Baby JTV, like, comment, subscribe, and we out.